What are we cooking tonight? Tequila Lime Shrimp. Tonight, it's Tequila Lime Shrimp. We're gonna take some nice 1620 Royal Reds that we got from our friends at Paradise Seafood. We're gonna throw them in a piping hot skillet that we heat up on top of our PK, fired up with some of our Royal Oak lump charcoal. We're gonna turn it into some of the best tequila lime shrimp you've ever put in your mouth. So let's get started. Tonight, we're gonna take shrimp. We're gonna throw in some onions, some peppers, 1 diced Roma tomato, about 3 tablespoons of diced up cilantro, 2 jalapenos, and the juice of a couple limes. Together with our compound butter. Now, what's compound butter? Well, I'm gonna show you. Well, we let butter get a little bit soft, and we throw a bunch of stuff in. Some onions, some peppers, some salt and pepper. Let's get started. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take about half a block of some good Kerrygold butter. If you guys haven't tried this yet, I highly recommend it. It's an Irish butter. They sell it in the grocery store right next to the other butter. It's a lot more rich. So it's what we like to use, especially when we make a compound butter. On top of that, we're gonna add Chipotle peppers. Now, the Chipotle peppers we wanna use in this are the ones we buy in a can, just regular grocery store Chipotle peppers. They come packed in adobo sauce. If you haven't tried it, again, highly recommend it. We have actually got some that are already out of the can, so we're gonna use them. Gonna give them a nice little dice. We're only gonna use about 2 of these. So if you're not familiar with Chipotle peppers, they're just a smoked jalapeno. Okay? So it's not anything real special. But what is special is the amount of flavor we get out of it. So we're just gonna give those a quick dice. And we're gonna add those straight in with our butter. Okay? At that point, we're also gonna take a little bit of this adobo sauce that comes in with the peppers. We're just gonna add that straight in as well. Just a little something to help kick up that flavor, okay? So that's going. So you notice we only used a couple of those peppers because that's all you really need. The good part about that is the can comes with several, so we put them in a little Tupperware, save them for the next dish. Now, next, I'm gonna throw in a couple cloves of garlic. Now we're taking the garlic that we got from our friends at Spice World. They sent it to us in a package, already peeled. And we're gonna go with about what I would normally call 2 cloves, but as big as that first one was, probably closer to 3. Okay, at that point, we want to add about a good sized handful of fresh cilantro. Throw that in there. And then about the same of a curly parsley. So now we've got our garlic, our butter, our cilantro, our chipotle peppers, a little bit of our adobo sauce. Also going to put just a little shot of avocado oil in there just to help get everything mixed up nice. And there you have it. Now what we generally do with this stuff, drop it off into a package of wax paper, roll it up, and stick it in the refrigerator. That way, we've got it whenever we want to use it. If you want to kick up mashed potatoes, green beans, whatever it is you've got on the stove that night, put a spoonful of that in it. It'll kick it through the roof. Once we get it rolled up in a piece of wax paper, that's what it looks like, okay? So we're just gonna come in, cut a chunk off, throw it in whatever dish we're using, and you're good to go. Great to have around, just a great staple to put in the refrigerator. Tonight, we're gonna dish it right out of here, right on top of our tequila lime shrimp. Okay, so now we're ready to start with our shrimp. So we're using 1620. This is actually a royal red we got from our friends at Paradise Seafood. You guys are located in Memphis. They're at the Agri Center. Check them out. Great, great seafood. Comes straight from the Gulf. So again, 1620 shrimp. They've been peeled, deveined. We left the tails on because when you pull this out of the skillet, it's going to be nice to have a handle to eat it with. Okay? So those are ready to go. We've got some onions, some sweet peppers, 1 diced Roma tomato, 2 diced jalapenos, and about 3 tablespoons of diced cilantro. So what we're going to do, as soon as our grill's hot, we're going to get our skillet on and get started cooking. So now that everything's ready to go, we got our shrimp ready, our compound butter's ready, our grill's nice and hot, let's get this on. We're gonna throw in a little olive oil just to lubricate our skillet. We're gonna get some onions in there, get them softening up just a bit. Some of our sweet peppers. Our jalapenos. And we're going to get that all sauteing up. Now, while we're doing that, you always want to season. So we're going to throw in a little of our salt, pepper, garlic just to kick that up just a bit. And just kind of keep them moving as they sweat down. We're going to give it a couple minutes, let those vegetables sweat in, and we'll be ready to throw our shrimp in there. Okay, let's check these onions and peppers. Oh yeah. Sweat down right nice. Looking good. Give those a little bit of a stir. Ready to throw in our shrimp. We just kind of want to scatter them around. And then, on top of our shrimp, goes a big dose of our compound butter. And we've got our shrimp, we've got our compound butter. We're going to throw a little bit of lime in, about half a lime. And we're going to give that another stir. Let our compound butter kind of get in there and do its thing. All right, we're gonna close that down again, give the shrimp a few minutes to cook, and we're gonna come back, throw in our tequila. Okay, so we've been on it for about 3 minutes now. Let's get it open, see how we look. Oh my goodness. Guys, if y'all could smell this, woo, Lord of mercy. All right, so, got the shrimp, we've got the lime. Now comes the fun part. This is a Pedro Azul tequila. We get these from Sazerac. So we're going to use about a half a cup of this in our Tequila Lime Shrimp. We're going to give it a good stir. And then we're going to torch it. As the alcohol in that tequila burns off, an absolutely wonderful flavor is left behind. I get asked from occasion from people that don't drink, they say, what can you recommend to use instead of tequila? Because I don't drink alcohol. Well, I recommend you find something else to cook, because this is the way to do this. I like to add the tomatoes late in the process. That way, you don't end up with mushy tomatoes, but you still get that tomato flavor in there. With that, we're ready to come off. Okay, so we've got our tequila lime shrimp off. Let's get it on the platter. Wow, the smell's coming off of here. That lime, that tequila. Oh my. Now that we've got it out of the skillet, we're going to take our lime, run it right back across the top with another little shot of lime juice, and sprinkle in just a hair of the cilantro. Now, I will say this. Recipes, in my opinion, are basically a guideline. I get a lot of people saying, hey, I hate cilantro, it tastes like soap. Some people are like that. If you don't like cilantro, don't use it. It works in the recipe for my taste buds. It may not work for yours. But here we go. Let's get a taste. There again, the reason I left the tail on, I've got a handle. Guys, that shrimp, wow. Wow. Hard to beat fresh Gulf shrimp to start with. And then you go throwing in some tequila, some lime, some peppers, onions, all that good compound butter that we used. Man, I tell you, this one's hard to beat. Be sure and give it a try. If you like what we're doing, go ahead, like, subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. Tell me what you'd like to see me cook. I love to get suggestions. Thanks for joining us again today. Y'all take care. We'll see you out there cooking again real soon. Stay safe and God bless.